The Vietnam War, in particular, tore America apart. It exposed the moral and practical limits of containment, costing hundreds of thousands of lives and leaving a deep, lasting scar on the American psyche. In Afghanistan, U.S. support for the Mujahideen against the Soviet invasion would have unforeseen consequences, helping to create the very extremist groups the world would be fighting decades later. By the 1980s, the Soviet Union was straining under the weight of its own system. Its command economy was stagnant, unable to keep up with the consumer-driven West. The crippling cost of the arms race and the disastrous war in Afghanistan were draining its resources. A new generation of Soviet leader, Mikhail Gorbachev, came to power in 1985. He knew things had to change. He launched two bold ideas: glasnost for openness and perestroika for economic change. He intended to reform the system, to save it. Instead, he unleashed forces he could not control. Across Eastern Europe, people who had lived under Soviet domination for decades were inspired. They took to the streets, demanding freedom. In Poland, the Solidarity movement gained power. In Hungary, the border with Austria was opened. And then, on the night of November 9, 1989, came the most symbolic moment of all. A confused announcement by an East German official led to massive crowds gathering at the Berlin Wall. Overwhelmed, the guards opened the gates. People streamed through, cheering, crying, and celebrating. They climbed the wall, chipping away at the hated symbol of division with hammers and picks. The Iron Curtain was collapsing. One by one, the communist regimes of Eastern Europe fell. The revolution was mostly peaceful, a Velvet Revolution as it was called in Czechoslovakia. By 1991, the Soviet Union itself was unraveling. The constituent republics declared independence. On Christmas Day 1991, Mikhail Gorbachev resigned. The red flag with the hammer and sickle was lowered from the Kremlin for the last time. After more than 4 decades of tension, fear, and conflict, the Cold War was over. The world changed completely. The US was the only superpower, and democracy was winning. Regional conflicts, once fueled by superpower rivalry, have taken on new, often ethnic or religious dimensions. The NATO alliance, created to counter the Soviets, has expanded, leading to new tensions with Russia. The surveillance technologies developed during the Cold War have evolved in ways that challenge our notions of privacy.